Thank you, Shmuel and Camille. Thank you, Amira and Einat. Thank you all. Listen, we just experienced a very special moment in our national life. We Israelis, we are used to display heroism in a battle, in a war. But what we experienced right now was heroism, which was basically a civic one. And to us Israelis, to be heroic on the public sphere, facing brothers, was a special moment, and I think we have to cherish it. And I think that the index that Shmuel, Noah, and Camille showed us may explain why there was no violence in the street last week. You have to realize that there is a huge difference between the way society here in Israel is and the way it is being perceived and the way its politics behaves. I think that most Israelis do enjoy each other, very high standard of solidarity between brothers, its history and its reality, and our efforts to be together are ongoing, non-stop, every day, every year, for the last 75 years. So when we have a clash between politicians and camps, the clash takes a non-violent form, and the clash is, I would say, maintained by the basic idea that we are one. When we look in the data, we see that almost all of us believe we should be democracy, and almost all of us believe we should be a Jewish state. As Amira said, the interpretation of these two terms obviously are in dispute. But the basic idea that Israel should be Jewish and democratic state is undisputed. I think that we have different evaluation about reality, whether we are democratic enough and or Jewish enough. But we share the vision of Jewish and democratic state, and this is a big deal. Now, I was quite amazed to see, Shmuel, that you found out that 87% of Jews in Israel are willing to treat Israeli Arabs on the basis of full and equal citizenship. If they understood what they agreed to, this is great news. Reality might be a bit different, but nevertheless, this is a very impressive piece of information. I think much of the data in the pluralism index is basically a call for action. We see that we have very good foundations that we can use and build upon them. We at JPPI are trying to do it non-stop. I'll just use one piece of information in order to show what we're doing on the basis of the data that Shmuel, Noach, and Camille put in front of us. You see, in a month from now, we are going to experience the 75th birthday of the State of Israel, and this will be also the 75th birthday of the Declaration of Independence. And Shmuel showed us that basically all of us agree to the main arguments and declarations in the Declaration. Meaning, this is a text which is almost a holy text in the secular sense of the word holy in Israeli society. Now, in the last few months, it seemed to some of us that the Declaration became some kind of a tool for the left in Israel, or for the liberal for Israel, against the right-wingers. So much so that when I approached the Mif'al HaPais lottery in Israel and asked them to finance some kind of project that we at JPPI wanted to do in order to bring back the Declaration to the people, Mif'al HaPais, the lottery, after a lot of thinking, said we cannot support this effort because the Declaration is in dispute. Well, Shmuel, Noah, and Camille show us this is not true. The declaration is being embraced by all Israelis, basically. And we should be very happy about it. Now, the Jewish Agency and JPPI just finished preparing a class, online class, teaching the declaration to young Israeli adults, and it will be broadcasted to all Israeli soldiers in the IDF, to everybody, right after Yom Ha'atzmaut. This will be some kind of another experience, pushing young Israelis to solidify their identity around equality, Jewish state, and democratic state. I hope that this kind of efforts will go on not only with JPPI, but with the Education Ministry. We are pushing also the Education Ministry in Israel to make the declaration part of civic studies in a very, I would say, innovating ways. And I will tell you about it once we'll do it. But this will become the basic equipment of every Israeli kid. The declaration is yours. Learn it, adapt it, and act upon it. So to sum it up, I think that despite the ongoing fight here in Israel about identity, we enjoy a solid base that we share. And despite some rumors, Israelis are very happy people. You know, the UN just published some kind of index, international index of happiness around the globe. And Israel came number 4 of all the countries around the globe being happy. So I think the pluralism index might explain why we are happy and we're looking forward to the next 75 years of independence. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yedidia, and thank you to our panelists and for everyone who joined us this afternoon. Chag Sameach, and we'll see you again next year. And of course, the full report is available on JPPI's website, jppi.org.il. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.